Yep.
Welcome,
There you
welcome,
go. There you
welcome,
go.
welcome,
There
welcome.
we go.
We back
I said,
again
we
and again
going?
and
You
again.
going?
We on, we live, we
All
direct
right.
in the building, whatever they call it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Knicks and Six podcast. I am your humble and gracious host, Sire Van Dam, Van Deezy, Guru if I'm your mans, and I am joined here once again by
Oh.
the less humble, less gracious, ready for the postseason, Mr. Sean Harris. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
yes.
As you know, this
And
podcast is brought to you by the Smooth Family Network. Cha, cha,
cha
cha.
cha cha.
You can follow us everywhere at Knicks in number 6IX Pod. You can follow the network everywhere at Smooth Family ENT. You can follow me everywhere at Frostmine Guru, and Sean will find you. Yes, indeed. Little 2-week hiatus. Hiatus.
Yo, it was needed.
There was a
It
lot of
was needed.
haters. But we here. We back and we fresh and ready for the postseason. It was needed for sure. I had my
Yo, can you imagine if we had to sit here and talk about and have to break down yet again the up and downs of the overly emotional Knicks fan?
Yes.
Like, oh, I mean,
And that's
come
actually our life if we being if we being transparent. It's
It's true.
It's actually what
It's-
we've been
it's true.
it's actually what
Yeah.
we've been called to do.
Make it a career out of it.
Yeah.
I guess. Yes. I guess you're not
Yes,
wrong.
indeed.
Oh,
All right,
at
so
some point, you're at game 60, 65 in the season. You're 55, 60 games in the season. You done heard them cry about everything already.
yes.
You done heard them celebrate and rise up their heroes and fire Thibs a million times. Like, I done heard it already.
Yeah, so let's get to the business of it all. All right, so like we said, we've been going for 3 weeks, and to be frank, the Hawks Knicks game starts in an hour and 10 minutes, so we're going to try to be efficient, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to try to be efficient.
Which is good because, dog, yo, we talking about 3 weeks of ball here?
Yes, indeed. Trust me,
And,
no one cares. Trust me,
You,
we are living proof that no one cares. We love the Knicks. We you just said before we came on, like you watch games, you recap games and rewatch games and stuff like that. Like without the commercials. So you
shout out to the condensed version.
yeah.
Shout out
So
to
even
the
if you
fast
miss a
forward
game,
fast.
right? Even if you miss a game, you come back with the sauce. You get what I'm saying? You like that's still content for you to watch.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
even-
it's crazy watching a game knowing you're about to lose. I'm like, all right. Let's because then you up in the first quarter. I'm like, oh, so what did we do?
Yeah.
So what did we do?
You're watching it from a more critique standpoint now because you already know the result. You don't have there's no emotion involved in it. But still.
And the answer is the third.
Yeah.
What I've learned whenever that happens, the answer is the third quarter.
It's always.
But all right, week 1.
All right, let's get into it.
Who do we beat or get beaten by week 1?
All right, so we beat or got beaten by. Oh man, we beat and got beaten by. Hold on one second.
Week 1, that starts off with the Warriors. Oh yeah, we lost to the Warriors.
Yes,
beat
indeed.
Miami. Lost to San Antonio. Couldn't believe that shit.
Yep.
Lost to Charlotte. Blew mine. Okay, yeah. Tough week.
Yeah. So we had Warriors, Heat, Spurs, and Hornets.
It should have been an easy week.
It should have easily been. I walked in here. I want to be clear. The one thing I remember specifically from the week before we took our break is that I specifically said that the Drive for 9 was back on. Let me tell you, and I said that it was starting with that night with the Cat revenge game with the Warriors. We ended up going 1-3 this week, so that was nasty. But
Cat Warriors, Draymond hyping it up.
yeah,
Cat
it was what a nasty
energetic
game, right? What a nasty game. I think out of all these games, like we can talk about how We absolutely sold to the Spurs. We absolutely
Crazy.
sold to the Hornets. And we absolutely
Unbelievable.
beat the dog shit out of the Heat because that was also wedged in there. But the story of this week was the Warriors game, obviously. If you don't have any context and to just drive more traffic to Draymond. Draymond decided, but unprovoked. I want to make so clear that unprovoked is such
As
the
most
key.
Draymond things are.
Yeah, unprovoked to insinuate that when Cat's friend passed away, and he missed the game, that he was ducking Jimmy Butler smoke, which was just very silly because as the stats showed you that Cat teams and Jimmy Butler teams, the record is 11-6, right?
Yeah.
11-7 now because they won this game. Congratulations. You could tell from early that the game was going to be a spicy one. I will say that. You could tell from early that the game was going to be a spicy one. Cat came out the gate on some bullshit. He was like, "Yo, I'm about to cook this nigga." Yeah. Draymond came out the game on some bullshit. Same type of time.
Draymond
to be clear,
hit a 3, and I was just like, "Hey yo.
This is some bullshit, right?"
Enough.
Why are you shooting threes?
First of all, how do you even get off in saying he's ducking smoke when they done played 16 games against each other already? 17 games against each other already. 17 again. Where is there smoke to duck? How does this make sense?
You're asking the tough questions. You're asking the tough questions.
This guy is good at this. He's really killing it at this social media thing he's doing.
And real, you know, he hit us with the night. Obviously there was some discourse.
That was all right.
Listen,
I like the Draymond.
I fucked with it. See, this is my problem, right? I've recognized my problem with like why I'm not allowed into like Knicks Twitter and into these other spaces where people are allowed to be overreactionary and stuff like that. I kind of fuck with the bullshit, right? Like I'm into that. Like the Ja shit, right? Like that's going on in the league. Like I'm like, how am I supposed to feel about that? You know, the nigga Ja he hit the game winner and told Taylor Brooks, she said, what you saw when you hit that, when you saw the game winner, he was about to hit the game winner. He said, yo, these niggas put a pigeon on me. Dog, I was into it. He said, these niggas put a pigeon on me.
They gave me that.
Yeah, I was money. And you know what? That ass. So for me specifically,
that's peace.
I recognize I have a level of emotional maturity now with this Knicks team where I recognize like we're not dealing with like a tough, like not even like mentally tough. I don't even like using that word, but like people that's just gonna go and start shit. Like we don't got no beef stew on our team. Like we don't got no Julius on our team even. Like Julius will go start some just ruckus up the shit real quick. Like we don't got nobody like that on our team. I'm kind of cool with that, but I also still appreciate the art for what it is. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm able to appreciate Rayford. That's why I'm able to appreciate. I don't fuck with Ty Halliburton because he's a front runner. But like you get what I'm saying? Like
that don't count. But I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean.
So I look at the Draymond shit and I'm like, damn, nigga hit the night on us. That's bullshit. But and it wasn't even like the move was mid. He hit him with some shit.
The Jimmy Butler Golden State Warriors been they were like 7-1, 13-1. You know, they were like 13-1 before that game.
They were 7-1. They were 7-0 with the full lineup intact. They're now 14-0, by the way, with the full lineup intact.
Okay. I know I'm saying these numbers for a reason.
Yeah, they don't lose. Crazy. They don't lose.
Wait, 7-0. I still think they were 13-1 at that time.
No, they were 13-1. But the one game that they lost, Jimmy ain't play. Yeah. And then the second game they lost, Steph ain't play.
Okay.
And that was the Heat game.
Okay.
That's a good team. Listen, I don't worry about West teams. Fuck them. I don't give a shit.
I'm so glad Jimmy Butler's on the West right now.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm so good.
He's a hard day at work. He's
annoying as fuck. There's a reason why I fuck with him. He's another prime example of just having a good love for the art form of just being on some nigga shit. Dog.
Yeah.
I can fuck all this shit up right now. I can fuck with it. I'm sorry.
Jimmy Butler don't got a friend in the league, son. Stop acting like he's your friend.
That's not your man's for real. That's not your man's for real. That's
a fact.
He's just here for work and to get some chicken.
Fact. Nobody in Miami like, you heard Bam? Like, he hasn't hit me up since he left. He didn't say.
He said he ain't hit that nigga up one time, bro. I'd have thought they was mans. I'd have thought they was mans.
I like it.
My fault.
I like it. It suits Jimmy.
I'd have thought they was mans.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to week 2. All right, so week 2, we're calling the redemption week, right? This week we went 3-1. Where's this Mavericks, Clippers, Bucks? Man, listen.
Beat the Mavs against nobody. Yeah. That can't count as the game of the week. Clippers, the Kawhi clone. Twin off. The
Clippers. The Clippers have to be the game of the week for the simple fact. Obviously, we beat the shot of the Wizards. They're not really a serious basketball team. The Mavericks can't be a serious basketball team.
Right.
I will say this: the Mavericks specifically, in the most anti # I'll wait for the Knicks game I've ever seen in my life. The Mavericks played AD against the Nets and sat him against the Knicks. I was like, oh, what?
Not ready.
What kind of shit is that?
Ready.
He's absolutely not ready. He's not ready. You have to warm up. Yeah, you're not about to have this nigga giving me 45. And I respect it. I won't lie to you.
I'll take it.
I respect it.
We're lack in wins against Dallas. Yeah. We lack Dallas.
Yeah,
so,
I'm taking Knicks South wins. I told you. When we played Kyrie earlier, what did I tell you? Since Kyrie has become a Dallas Maverick, we have not beat the Dallas Mavericks. Like, that was a fact. It was one of them.
It's been hell.
It's been one of them Ben Simmons stats, them Joel Embiid stats for the Knicks win. Somebody just goes to it and kicks your ass.
Luka wasn't making it easier either. Yeah. Like, it's been hell going to the Dallas South for a little minute.
Yes, indeed.
All right, but this game isn't those games. So
So the Clippers game was important to me for one simple reason: the rise of OG Leonard. Y'all have heard me say this, right? Like, y'all have heard me say this a lot about OG Anunoby and about how the fact that I don't know what happened. That brother hurt his foot, and they gave him a new foot. He got a whole new foot, bro. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I can explain what I'm looking at. And I felt like since he came back from the foot injury, he's been absolutely cooking. Absolutely cooking, by the way. Like, absolutely. Like, there's not once has he not cooked. This is like 17 games straight of absolute cooking.
Before you start questioning that contract again, let me show you.
It's something. Like, yo, dog, it's like a 7. Like, they've been saying this like it's been like a 8-9 game stretch. I've been like, y'all are selling my guy short. It's been like 15, 16, 17 games of him just giving pure work to everybody. It was the difference is there was some of those games was actually with Jalen Brunson, and some of those games was when Jalen Brunson got hurt. So OG Leonard, right? To see him up against Kawhi,
a sight.
I promise you, I saw that and I was like, we might be getting like maybe the year before Toronto Kawhi, because Toronto Kawhi is one of my favorite players. I want to be clear. Nigga came through like a mercenary and chipped them and then left.
No, that storyline is epic. Yeah. You can't beat that.
He came in like a mercenary. But OG Anunoby up against Kawhi, and I'm talking about giving him the business. Giving him the business on both ends of the floor. To be fair, Kawhi woke up and started big broing this nigga for real. Like to remind the streets
in OG's face. I was like, ooh. It was
he was hitting some shit.
Kawhi to watching OG stare down Kawhi and Kawhi stare down OG throughout an entire game, and then
It's good hoops.
pull up in his face
Yeah, it was good
twice.
hoops.
And
It was
I
good
like,
hoops.
yo, Kawhi, you are,
It was good hoops.
yo, you are nice, bro.
It was
Like,
good hoops, bro. I can't lie to you.
yeah.
It was good hoops.
That look big brother, little brother. I'm
Yeah.
not little brother no more. I'm in the league now too. Oh, word.
Oh, I got my big bag now. It was. I got my big bag now. Hey, dog, I'm here for it. Listen, I loved every second of this game, even though we lost it. It was good hoops. It was good hoops to watch. I'm not even gonna lie. Even James Harden, who I don't really love watching play basketball.
Yo, three threes in a row.
Yo, he put us out the game. Legit. Like, like,
it was a good game.
We was here.
I'm like,
we was
we're
with these
game
niggas.
against a good team right now.
We was with these niggas. And then the nigga hit 3 threes. And niggas in the grill of niggas too.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like he was taking warm-up shots. He was I was like, oh fuck it. You can't do nothing when he hitting the bullshit. I will say that when James Harden is hitting the bullshit, hey dog, I'll see you next week. I'll see you next game, bro. It's over.
Yeah. Like there was a time when you were the man. Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Indeed.
I also wanted to highlight this week before we move on, because this week,
the same thing I was about to highlight.
This week was the start. I don't think it's the same thing, but I think this week was the start of what I saw, what I'm considering prime Wingstop, because prime Wingstop since Jalen Brunson went down, averaging 23 points. OG, Mikal Bridges averaging 22 points. Not to be left out. Hey dog. The Jalen Brunson impression is I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of like it. It's some things I would clean up specifically. Hey, dog, you gonna have to get in the gym with Kyrie for the summer. Feel me? Tighten up the handle a little bit. But the moves, I like the moves. The moves are ethical. The moves.
The cutting that OG been doing has been real Mikal-esque.
Yeah.
And you already know about the Mikal-esque cut. Like,
yeah. And it makes me feel better when OG does it, because OG is mad ock. Also.
Wait.
Which I'm gonna let you do it, because this might be the point that you were gonna make. Go ahead.
No, maybe not. I don't think it's what you were thinking. But shout out to what should be considered the death of Thibs not using the depth. Because DeLon Wright, who are you? What are you?
Who are you, bro?
What are you doing? What
DeLon Wright's Knicks are 4-2. Yep. DeLon Wright's Knicks are 4-2.
It's a thing. It's not a thing.
It's not a thing. But it's something. It's something. It's a little. And that's not even to mention. It's not even to mention. We didn't even talk about how the fact that we are down to our 4th string point guard. We are down to our 4th string
because no
point guard.
Deuce. Cam is out.
Deuce, Cam,
and this game we had Cam, but yeah.
This is the game we lost Cam.
yeah.
We lost him in the first half. Oh man, I remember that shit stung. I was like, and he was cooking.
Yeah. Yes.
And he was cooking. It's tough.
They took my man's out. I mean, I'm not sure if he became my man's yet.
Nah, he's not your man's yet. He's not your man's yet.
But he was having a time. He was having a time while we were off. No, campaign was having a time out there while we was.
The campaign run
had moments.
Oh, Landry Shamet is in the midst of his best week as a Knick.
Talk about it.
I was going to wait until we got to week 3.
That's week 3.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's actually move on, because the Landry Shamet conversation is something that has to be discussed. Because what are we looking at here? Landry, he heard your slander specifically. Slander specifically.
I'm afraid to let up.
You can't.
I'm afraid to let up.
You can't.
I need it. Like, I'm like, oh yeah. That's exactly. I'm watching the games like, yo, he's doing exactly what I wanted him to do.
Every time. What did we say? We've said this maybe since the start of the year. Yo, Landry Shamet, what are you doing, bro? Like, why? No, me. Yo,
over Yo, get out of the paint.
Yo, bro.
Why are you driving?
I ain't never seen you. Like, that's not on your scouting report, bro.
Man's pull up with the brown shirt
Bro.
layup package. It's like,
Bro.
yo, we outside.
Since when, like, why is the layup package? What are you doing? Shoot.
Yeah.
I want you to know, not this game, but not the game, like the Sixers game, I was like, dog, I've only been begging you to do this for 5 months. Just
put it up.
Pull. What? Who cares? Who cares? I don't even want you pump faking. I don't, like, on some no bullshit.
Never.
Like,
Yeah.
I actually need you to be my Steve Novak. I actually need, when it goes in your hand, it's gone. Like,
It's gone already.
Like Landry Shamet, you should have a reputation on this team. Like, this is the real problem, right? Your problem is with me specifically, and maybe with your teammates, which I'm not gonna say, they probably love you. But I only speak for myself. My problem is that you don't have a reputation on this team. Why? And what I need your reputation to be is, yo, dog, if you pass the ball to Landry, it's going up. So if you want to get some ball movement going, don't pass the ball to Landry. That's how I need my shooter to be shooting. I need my shooter to know, hey, dog, I'm passing this to you for it to go up. I'm not passing this to you for you to pump fake and pass it back to me. Because if you pass it back to me, I'm pulling. And I'm not a better shooter than you. So what are you doing? Pull, nigga. Oh, my God. What are we for Landry Shamet?
Yo, that sadly it was against the Sixers.
Dog.
But dog, Mitch got the double-double 14-14.
Oh, yeah. Best Mitch game of the year.
Game. Shot 11 threes. That's like, yeah.
20.
Yo, I like that. If he was out there for 34 minutes.
Please.
If you have because of injury needs. But if you got 34 minutes of Landry Shamet, yeah, you should be taking 2 to 3 threes a quarter. Yeah, you're out there long enough for that, bro.
Why would you
put it up?
But why would you not? Here's the problem I have with, like, how, like, one, I'm okay with Landry Shamet shooting shots because we don't have.
Great on last year's team. It would have been great on last year's team. Ooh,
this is why. But this is also why we have Dante nostalgia, right? Dante nostalgia is. I'm completely convinced at this point. I've watched 6 months of Dante nostalgia. I'm completely convinced that Dante nostalgia is completely rooted in the fact that if you pass the ball to Dante DiVincenzo, that bitch was going up. Like, this was it. That's all it was. He didn't think, like, he was efficient by his standard, like by his standard of being a nut, being a nut, which is A-okay. But the idea of him shooting the basketball is what we want. Landry Shamet.
All the extra stuff that Dante was able to do, God bless him for it. He had a layup package. He was in the lane. He played D. He hustled hard. Great. But he put it up when you gave him the ball behind the line. It was automatic. I'm shooting it.
Not only that, bro, but like Smart Hoops tells you, hey, my guy, you're a shooter. If you hit 3 threes, now the pump fake works. Now it actually works way more. Because niggas like, yo, I have to run out to this nigga because he's going to pull. I left that nigga over there. I gotta go get him. That's why Dante worked, because Dante go hit 2 threes in the first quarter. It's like, oh man, now I gotta guard this nigga all night. Because he's going to pull. Landry Shamet is out here. He not only was he not pulling, right? That was my main concern. Not only is not pulling, dog, where in the scouting report reads that you got the handle package to be doing what you're doing, or the late package. True. Nah, what are you doing? Don't do that. No, don't do that at all.
This game should be considered a great game for my pockets, but somehow Bridges only ended up with 14 points.
Yo, I had him for 15.
and killed all of New York's everything.
I had him for 15.
You feel me?
I was tight for that. I was tight with this one specifically. I was like, damn, bro, you could give me 1 point.
I got my 10 boards. I got everything, and there was no cat in this game.
Yeah.
Like, so it was easy to pick Mitch for 10 boards. Son had 14.
Yeah.
Like, That's
tough.
supposed to be
It's tough.
supposed to be Barbados in October.
It's supposed to be tough. It's so tough. All right. Let's move on. All right, it's time for Knicks hits, man. We are getting
Wait. Was that this week?
Yes, that was this week.
Okay.
Philly was 4 days ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bucks. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're not recapping that Cavs game, man. I'm not talking about 4 starters down. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
All right, let's start.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it, man. All right, we started off with Knicks hits. Boom. Peak Thibs hoops is the conversation, right?
Right.
How do we feel about the peak Thibs hoops?
Please tell me this is the question you're asking me right now to answer.
Yes.
And not just throwing it out there to the people.
No.
Please let me know that you're asking me.
Your overall thoughts, I would like to know. Knicks are, right, to be clear, the Knicks are 8-6 for the audience. The Knicks are 8-6 since the Brunson injury. Brunson might be coming back today, so who knows? He might be coming back tomorrow. Who knows? But Knicks are 8-6 since the Brunson injury. How do you feel about peak Thibs hoops?
All right. Peak Thibs hoops is called peak Thibs hoops because you got peak Thibs players.
Yes.
And they're able and understanding to play peak Thibs ball.
Yes.
And when you have peak Thibs hoops and peak Thibs players, it doesn't really matter the collection of players you have out there. You have enough to win a game.
It's all about the build.
Yo, it's just a level of ease now. Like I told y'all, like, yo, some games it was just like, yo, what's happening right now? Who we playing? Like, I'm gonna catch the replay of this. I'm gonna watch this in 3 hours when they let it free for me to watch on League Pass. I'm gonna check this out soon. I don't got because Thibs got this. It's like sure, Joe Biden was blah or whatever. However you feel.
Yeah.
But you ain't have to watch the news every day like you do now. You ain't have to be on top of it like you do. Everybody paying attention to see what's happening now. Before, just a level of ease you have when you're set up a certain way. Thibs is that. Peak Thibs hoops, it was so good to see it. It was like, yo, think about how good we were this year, right?
Yeah.
We're a great team. We're a great team today. Minus one flaw is that we couldn't beat three particular teams. Besides that, fantastic team. Missed little depth, sure. But Hero Ball felt like it saved us a lot of the time. It was a lot of Brunson. It was a lot of Cat. Cat slowed down, and we like, yo, where are you at, Cat? Brunson doing a lot. It's like, hey, yo, Brunson, you're best when you're like facilitating at the court. Dimes, there you go. It's been 2 weeks. I lost it for a second. There we go. Dimeson. When we have a Dimeson, that is our best us.
Yes.
What we had without him there just now, Cat can no longer be in the background or just lollygagging. And when he does, it's so obvious. I mean, yo, every time.
Extremely.
It's the worst
not
way.
Even to cut you
like,
off.
Leo.
Not even to cut you off. And I think it works both ways, right? Like, I don't think, like, I'm not even giving Jalen Brunson any slack here. But like we were so, it was so obvious that Jalen Brunson was the weak link on defense for the past 2 years.
Right.
So like when Cat was here, it was more so like it wasn't as obvious for either of them really. Like unless Cat was like getting absolutely destroyed, it wasn't as obvious. Like you got to dive into the metrics for real to like make your argument for either case, right? Like it's either like, yo, he's missing a whole bunch, like people are missing shots like this, or he going in and you got to put like different intricacies into it as well. But when it's just one of them around like the Tip Vengers,
yo, nothing but Tips players.
It looks nuts.
Yeah,
it looks nuts. It looks nuts on the defensive end.
No. I saw Cat spin around, look away from the ball, like look away, did a full 360, just standing there spinning around. And the layup come right by him.
Crazy.
I'm like, yo.
It looks so bad. You know how I know it looks bad? Because now I recognize, right? Since Mitch came back, now Thibs has his Thibs center, right? So like even like when they was watching like the second team versus the first team, it had to be obvious to them. Like even Josh Hart was like, "Yo, Jalen Brunson is back in practice." They was like, "Yo, what did you notice? Yo, he's giving a lot of buckets and giving up a lot of buckets, right?" So he back to normal. And I kept thinking when I saw that shit, I was like, "Yo, if I could explain Cat with these past 3 weeks, that's exactly how I would explain him. Yo,
Yeah, exactly.
He was giving niggas chips. He was giving up a lot of chips. He was giving up a lot of chips. And it was only so obvious to me because when you look at it, you got Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, and OG Anunoby from the 2 to 4. And then from a point in time, you had Deuce McFucking-Bride starting.
Yeah.
And then you had DeLon Wright, who is also plus defender. Plus defender. Like, if he don't do nothing well, like he don't shoot well, he don't really pass well. But
and I'm not gonna sleep on him either. And Precious Achua.
Yes, as well. So you have
don't sleep on my effort guy.
You had like 6 people, right? You had like 5 people where it's like, all right, these are like peak Thibs guys. Like they might not be like within the flow of the team, might not be like Thibs trust, but you could tell when like they're on the floor, and then when it's like Cat on the floor. Or then even when it's like campaign on the floor, you're like, oh yeah, this is what this looks like. This is what this looks like when you get beat off the dribble. Even seeing like when you're looking at even Mikal and OG running through screens, right? And oh man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. You know, I ain't even mean to bring this up during the last week, but dog, drop coverage. 1 is the reason why we lost the Warriors game. 2, which is even worse because he fell into the drop coverage and failed what the drop coverage is supposed to do. That's 1. He literally dropped on Draymond.
I don't know why you would give drop coverage to the Warriors.
Bro, he gave drop coverage. He literally gave drop coverage on Steph Curry like a fucking crazy person. And Draymond didn't even give him the ball because he was like, oh, this nigga's actually way too crazy. Because how could you leave drop coverage on Steph Curry? Like, playing drop coverage on Steph Curry is like the most dangerous shit you could ever do in your life. All niggas ever? Ever? You would go under the screen? And not only would you go under the screen and backpedal. Yo, Draymond recognized that and spun off this nigga, went to the lane. That was 1. The second game we lost with the fucking Clippers is the same thing to Kawhi. Kawhi's coming off drop coverage. I'm like, yo, dog, oh my God, please stop falling into the paint. I don't understand why we're still doing drop coverage. And then last game with the fucking Cavs. First of all, dog, I watched Mikal run through 4 screens to get to Donovan Mitchell, only for Cat to be back here. And a nigga grilled Mikal coming off the screen.
Yo, there's a reason I was talking about Cat defense.
Dog, it looks bad in the essence of Thibs hoops. In the absence of peak Thibs hoops, it looks insane. It looks insane.
Thibs hoops, this is exactly how it go though. I've been saying this well before. I've been saying this for mad long.
And real.
Thibs needs his guys in an offensive juggernaut to be the offensive coach, coordinator, and all things offense on the floor.
And he'll handle the other 11 niggas.
I'll get the other shit. You do that. You just do that, and I'll worry about everything else. And to me, that is a sound strategy.
No, it's the strategy. It is the strategy. We spoke about this.
If you're going to tell me for the Knicks to win, Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson have to become above average, really good defenders, I'm going to be like, we will never win.
Nah, you're cooking. You're cooking because that's literally what it is. Well, I mean, we said this, right? Yeah. Bro, we did not pay Jalen Brunson to come here to play defense. We did not trade, honestly, for Karl Anthony Towns to come here to play defense. Honestly, truly, I need you 2 niggas to figure out the offensive coordination. You're absolutely right on that. Yeah. If y'all 2 figure it out, whether it's making sure that everybody's eating, making sure that y'all getting y'all buckets and stuff like that, I got the pieces around y'all. All these 3-and-D niggas and OG fucking Leonard now, by the way. Like the two-way GOAT right now.
Yes.
To be clear.
Yes.
We should be fine. I feel I say that to say this. I feel like to wrap up this the Tips conversation, I feel way more comfortable going into the postseason, seeing this 14-game stretch of basketball. I feel so much more comfortable. It's not even funny. It's not even funny.
Some good Shamit minutes. Some good campaign minutes.
Blessing in disguise.
Some good OG Bridges minutes.
Yeah, blessing in disguise.
To see OG and Bridges come alive the way they have, it should have been enough to shut up the 5-pick people. All right,
it had to.
I mean, I saw a stat that said Mikal Bridges' true shooting percentage is like 67%.
Bro, all middies. Wait, he's having a down. He's having a down 3-point year. He's having a 35% at 35%, right? 35% down 3-point year, and the nigga has a 67% true shooting percentage. That is telling you all you need to know. That means, hey dog, hit the threes when they there, but hey dog, go put them niggas in the post and fade them for 40. That's all I'm asking.
And most importantly, and this can't be, fingers crossed and knock on wood. Fingers crossed and knock on wood. We are this close to Bridges completing an 82-game season under Thibs. And all of us being healthy in the playoffs to go. Dog, we are 6 games away. And whatever injuries you have out there are coming back. They're like right there. Dog, we got to game 7 of the second round. We were 8 points away with Dante DiVincenzo
seriously
alone
with the team,
everybody there.
With the team we played, with the team we ran out on Wednesday. Basically, game 7 of the fucking second round, bro.
Yo, the team we played, we had game 7 Wednesday.
No,
what I won. Whatever team we played with this week, injuries included, and whoever's out is out. Because we have just that much more right now.
OG Leonard. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I need Mikal Bridges to watch a whole bunch of D-Wade tape. That's actually the thing I really need him to watch. I needed to watch. I needed to watch all that mid-range D-Wade was doing. You know, I
can't think of anything I want Bridges to change. I
really love his game. I really do. I think that he makes such great decisions, and like all his turnovers are self-inflicted, which tells me that's easily fixable. Like he don't turn the ball over like because he was being a dick.
They had 9 assists the other game, 10 assists.
Yeah.
We had a game where Cat and Josh Hart both got triple doubles.
First time in Knicks history. During this stretch.
Like,
yo,
there's someone.
We're going to the postseason.
Yo, Cat, one hand palm, no dribble. Oh, after he gets up the dribble, that one hand. Yeah. What a passer! What a quarterback! All that Jokic shit, he does it.
Nah, he does.
All of that right there. When there's no Brunson to just have to give it right back to it's like, okay, which one of you guys are going to? Okay, who's in the best position? Boom! Quick dump off to whoever's cutting at the moment.
In. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of these last games, I think Cat is having season fatigue. Hey, as am I, to be clear. Like I ain't gonna act like I'm not
completely fried.
No, I've been out the game since about mid-March. It's like, all right.
The last 15, 20 are always the toughest.
I'm like, yo, dog, get us to the finish line, bro. I'm ready for the game. I'm ready for the season to start. I'm ready for the season.
Like, I'm sure I'm not watching game 81. Like, or game 80. I'm not watching game 80. I gotta see the schedule. Oh wait, we only have 6 games left. And we playing some dogs, so maybe I will. But those dogs aren't going to be playing their starters, so probably not.
That's tough.
The only thing, the last part about Thibs, how I feel about Thibs thing, and then I'm done on it. He hasn't fixed the problem of the third quarter Knicks.
At all.
And I am still very, very, very curious about how we're going to play the Boston Celtics in the next game that we play them, which is coming up really soon. Because it all comes down to who he has guarding Tatum. If he's going to do that shit again,
it got to be this. This got to be the game, right? This got to be the one, right? This got to be the one, right?
Because then I'm going to have to be the one to say, I'm going to have to be the one to go in there looking crazy and be like, nah, dog, he's hiding it for the playoffs.
And that sounds nuts.
That's nuts.
That sounds nuts in April.
Don't make me go to look that crazy. So that's it. And that's it.
All right.
And that's that.
Shout
out to Thibs. You're going to get us the chip.
Yes, indeed. Moving on. All right. Oh, captain, my captain.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I ain't hear nothing yet.
Right now.
I ain't get no alert that he playing.
I don't expect him to play.
I expect him to play tomorrow. I expect him to
play tomorrow.
I don't think he's playing today. But
I don't expect today.
Man, Brunson returned though, man. 8-6 since the injury.
Yeah.
I guess the main question is like how do we feel like they're gonna adjust to the captain's return, man?
The main question is how much can you get for Jalen Brunson? Sure, I know that it's not even a real thing. All right, let me not be that guy. It was I was laying in bed thinking about it. I was like,
why? Why? It's April.
Honestly, why? Why? Because there really is something about Thibs guys and having all the pieces we have. And I'm a stock guy. I'm big into investments. So to me, it's always buying something low, selling it high.
Indeed.
When I gotta sell something high, I'm mad. You feel me? So, and it was just a thought. It was just a thought.
What a thought.
And it was just a thought. And you know what the answer was? There was no good answer. There's nobody that I could change. It was a bunch of parts, a bunch of pieces. I was gonna need like 3 players from the Pacers. Like, it was just going to be a bunch of pieces and stuff, and it wasn't going to come out good or whatever.
I mean, you would have to ask the question, what can you get for the best point guard in basketball? Follow-up question.
How good
what would you want? That's the better question, actually. What would you want?
I will because want everything that I said I wanted this whole season. I want another center. We need another wing. We obviously going to need another point guard. Like, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. That's what I would want. 3 quality. The numbers ain't going to work. The contract is not easily doable, but I mean, it is doable. He has a friendly contract. You move that friendly contract and get a bunch of picks because of it. And then you move those picks along with the player to get the personnel that you want.
What a stock guy.
I'm a stock
guy,
was crazy,
bro. This is an entirely crazy conversation.
The numbers just be doing this thing, dog.
Completely numerated. The man ain't put in no type of stock depreciation. He put no depreciation on it.
There's no depreciation. It's Brunson.
Absolutely.
Depreciation.
Absolutely.
That's why Mikal Bridges was worth 5 picks because he was on a friendly contract. Brunson is on a friendly contract. If you get the best point guard in basketball tied down for a couple of years on a friendly contract, oh yeah. You got to give up assets for that one. You got to give up picks, boy. You got to get up picks. So it's a thing. It's thought, but it's a thing.
It's absolutely not a thing. Don't even talk like that.
I mean, it's not a real thing. It's not a real thing because this whole franchise is built around Brunson.
Not a thing.
So,
I'll ask you this question. I'll combat you with this because if your whole thought process is Thibs guys, right? I'll tell you who's the Thibs guy. And I'll tell you why the Jalen Brunson conversation. Jalen Brunson is the Thibs guy. I'm gonna tell you why.
Brunson.
Because Derrick Rose is the Thibs. Because Derrick Rose is the Thibs guy.
Exactly.
And actually, Tom Thibodeau is Derrick Rose or Jalen Brunson.
Dog, I get it. Yo, I get it. I'm potting. I'm here.
I won't lie. You are potted. I'll say this, but I will say this. I will follow this up by saying if Leon Rose, and this is just completely to your point, if Leon Rose ever even considered that, I would also say he might also lose Thibs. And how do you really feel about that?
Yo, Thibs on the contract. He ain't losing Thibs. Thibs is a pro. Thibs
Hey, Thibs not like Jason Kidd, my dog. Hey,
Thibs will get
Thibs
another
not like
extension.
Jason Kidd. Thibs ain't gonna be able to sit there and be like, "Hey, we have to do it for the good of the team." I don't think so. I don't think so.
There's nothing. Okay, I'm clearly potting. There's nothing too sexy about the. What do you do with Brunson coming back? Well, honestly, there's only one answer to give. Well, we have 6 games to get him ingratiated with the way the offense is playing right now, and see that he can get in there and still keep these guys fed and make them. Dog, I've been hearing this shit on podcasts for 2-3 weeks.
I got you right. I got you right now, though. All right. So
all right.
When Brunson, because we the best Knicks podcast out there. I hear you cry. I'll tell you that. I hear you cry for a fresh take. All right, fresh take.
Fresh take.
Jalen Brunson comes back.
Right.
Who is really the second best player on this basketball team going into the playoffs?
That's not even a fresh take.
Who is it really?
The second. The second best on our team?
Yes.
Dog, it has to be Brunson. For the sake of the team.
But that's just not the case.
That's the problem.
That's not the case. But that's not the case.
Yo, we have unlocked something special with OG. All right, remember last year I was over there counting the games where we had 3 players getting 20 points?
Yes.
We naturally have that.
Yes.
With Cat, OG, Bridges. We naturally have that.
I
when
agree.
Brunson comes in there, it turns Bridges and Cat from 20-point guys to 10 to 15-point guys. It's a dramatic. All the points he dominates it so much. Like, it has to be. It's Dimeson or bust.
No, so I agree with that, right? But
how much
he can still be? He can still be Dimeson and be the best player on the basketball team. I'm asking you in terms of like.
Nobody's giving that to him, though. If he's Dimeson, son, he got to take less shots. He got to feed everybody else. And Cat got to go off. Cat will have to be the man.
Cat will have to be the man.
We would have to be giving mad points to, like, IQ shit. Like, just for, like, high quality, like, thought, like, smart basketball. We have to give, because his numbers can't possibly reflect it that much, except it would be, like, 14 points,
yeah, but this
14
is
assists.
Also, but this is also playoff basketball where possessions are a premium, right? So if possessions are a premium in playoff basketball, because we're not talking regular season basketball, because I agree in the sense like, yes, he has to be Dimeson for us to like get over the threshold. And if he's Dimeson,
Cat's the man.
Huh? He's got.
If he's Dimeson, then Cat number 1.
All right, that's fine. I'm here for that, but I'm also saying like. If he has to be like, if we're at possession premium, right? 1,
right,
and it's like, all right, cool. The best offense, in my opinion, as I've said multiple times, is when Mikal Bridges is getting the layup, and is getting the layup. I think the second best offense is Karl Anthony Towns 3, and I think the third best offense is Jalen Brunson 1-on-1. Like those are
Jalen Brunson period.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson in general, like legitimately, like that's just what it is. I will say this though. It's about matchups. I think that
OG make a crazy case.
I think that the point. I feel like your second, the second and the first point kind of work against each other though, right? Because I feel like
I think I just nailed it.
Nah, I think they work against each other in the sense like if you're gonna be Dimeson, right? 1, you have to have the situational awareness. 1, like you're saying, we got to give mad points to IQ. I don't think that's the case at all. If Cat goes for 40, all right, say we played the Pistons, Cat averaged 30 a game during the series, but Jalen Brunson averaged 22 and 10, right? Cat averaged 30 and 10. Jalen Brunson averaged 22 and 10, but also Mikal averaged 18 and OG averaged 18. That is going to be a direct reflection of Jalen Brunson. Like, that's not going to be a direct reflection of Karl Anthony Towns unless it's obvious that it's going to be a direct reflection of Karl Anthony Towns, and that's going to have to involve, like, Cat being Cat dimes.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Like he would.
Yeah, but that's the home team giving you that credit. The national media gonna be like, Cat went off for 40 today and the Knicks win. Period.
Yeah, but also the national.
Period.
I feel like
that's
that.
the crazy
I
part
feel like
of it
that's
all.
what we want. Like I feel like ideally to
I've
win
been
the game,
asking for
to
that
win the
since we got
championship.
that.
No, we're in agreement with that. To win the championship, we both believe that Jalen Brunson cannot be the best player. We
Right.
also agreed at some point in time during the season, Jalen Brunson had to be the best player because Cat
Right.
did not want to be the best player. Like we know that.
Right.
Those are things that happen, right?
But
What-
here's something we didn't agree on, and you just reminded me of it. I brought this shit up before. Dog.
Mhm.
There was some type of friction or something that I see with my eyes with these brown hazel beauties. I've seen it between Brunson and OG. And I just see too much between them on the court. I'm like, yo, is there static or something? It wasn't static on the level of Randall barking on IQ last year. It ain't nothing like that. But it's just like, yo, how come you ain't giving a rock there? Y'all missing each other. Y'all not in sync. Brunson left, and OG is giving us that production with less of the ball in his possession.
Yeah,
You
but
understand what I'm saying?
no, I get.
Like-
I'm on your side. I get what you're saying. I think we know for a fact. Like one, I think it, and I think this also works against both our points, but because I do think that like you having someone who could go get you a fucking bucket in the playoffs is a premium. Is a premium. Premium thing.
Need.
Absolutely. So it's
especially on the Knicks, because we go stagnant all the time.
Yeah, I think that Dimeson has to be available, but not every game. Like I think it has to be situational in a sense. Like, and I think that's why, and this is why I feel like the chip is back on, right? I feel like this stretch of peak Thibs hoops has given us the opportunity to see other things, right? Like we were more so like talking earlier in the season on like what we believed, like in terms of these things, but we have actually seen it. All right, the ball moves more when they like. To be fair, you had to force Mikhail to do this, and for lack of a better term, you had to force OG to do this. Like whether it's injury or not, like Deuce wasn't there, so hey dog, you gonna have to get 9 dimes, nigga. Like you ain't got a point guard on the floor, so you gonna have to pass the ball. And yes, I believe that worked out in our favor because I believe that you cannot. One, I believe that Jalen Brunson is best point guard in basketball. That's one. And I think that when you are the best point guard in basketball, you recognize certain things, even if it's on the court, off the court. You have to, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it would be obvious to me, like home team, I guess, that Jalen Brunson would be the best person in the series if he comes back into this and ingratiates himself into this, and nobody steps off. Nobody steps off. Because there's a way for him to get his 20.
There's only but so many shots.
But it's the playoffs. Possessions are a premium. That's my point. That's my point.
There's even less shots.
That's my point.
So what I'm saying is there's no way for him to get his and everybody else to still get it at the same clip.
I disagree.
It's not possible.
I disagree.
So you see a world where we have 4 20-point players?
Absolutely. Especially the way, first of all, our coach already doesn't like playing niggas he don't like. So that's first and foremost.
That's
second,
true.
And I'm not saying like everybody scores 20 every night. I'm talking about there will always be somebody to score more than 25 points, whether that be Jalen Brunson, which is a given, which could be a given. Cat, which could be
they're going to average it across the board.
Yeah,
then I can see that.
We're talking about, if you're asking me if the starters, if you're telling me if the starters, and you can even take out Josh Hart out of this, if you're gonna tell me our top 4 scorers are gonna average 80 points in a playoff series, 80 points I'm asking for from the top 4 for the top 4 scorers on our team, I think that is absolutely doable, and I think that if you group it as the whole team,
those 4 averaging 80, then absolutely.
Yes, but that's what we need.
You'll get 15, 30.
Bro, if we get 80 points out of 120, yeah, like this is the playoffs. I even say 110, right? 110, 80 points out of 110.
Right.
We're not losing. That is literally how the Celtics won last year.
Yeah.
That's literally, we're not losing.
Who, by the way, just broke the Warriors' 3-point record. That needs to be noticed because we are drop coveraging still. We need a healthy Deuce. We need Brunson back. We may need to use Mitch. We need Mitch.
I think it's Deuce and Mitch. It is Deuce and Mitch.
I think it's Deuce, Mitch, Shamit, Precious.
Yeah.
Payne. Yo, I feel like it's everybody outside of our four guys we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think everybody outside of them. Yeah.
I'm asking for 30 points. I'm asking for 30 points.
Shit.
I'm asking for 30 points.
Is
that crazy?
You asking for 30 for? Only a little.
It's a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. And that's Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, Precious Achiuwa, Mitchell Robinson, Landry Shamet, campaign. I'm asking for 30 points. I'm asking for 30 points.
Yeah, you also said 5 names. See what I'm saying?
And that's not everybody that's playing. I named 5 names because Josh Hart is our 5th starter. But you really need if you can put 4 names, and it'll be situational. It'll be a series that campaign not gonna play him because he's just not gonna play 2 points. He's just not gonna play all the point guards. Especially now, you just saw Mikal Bridges put up average. Spent 2 weeks averaging 7 assists. Spent 2 weeks averaging 7 assists. Campaign is not playing. I'm sorry. I love him. I love him. I do. He's not playing.
He's situational.
Mikal
just is good because
literally. This is my point. But this is my point here, right? My overall point is that we got 3 weeks. Right. 3 weeks or so, 3 to 4 weeks or so of non-Brunson basketball, peak Thibs hoops, right? What have they showed us? They showed us that, one, that's why I'm saying everybody, we can still get that. Jalen Brunson could be Dobson, but also Jalen Brunson could be off-ball Brunson, could be quarter 3 Brunson. Like, these are people, like, because you have Mikal initiating the offense now. I feel comfortable with Mikal initiating the offense. Do you?
Absolutely.
I feel comfortable with Josh Hart initiating the offense. I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable with OG Anunoby initiating the offense. I feel comfortable with Karl Anthony Towns initiating the offense. And I'm just talking about in terms of...
I prefer Karl Anthony Towns initiating the offense.
Absolutely.
Like I watch Jokic, and I'm telling you, I made this comparison already. I'm like, yo,
you should be you. It should be you. It should be you. Literally, it should be you. Listen, Joker knows it should be him. Let me tell you, I know Joker knows it should be him because that's his mans. That's his mans for real. Like, they really friends. They really friends with some other shit. So he knows that's his mans because he know, hey, it's you for real. It's me and you. It's me and you actually.
It's us up here. Yes.
It's me and you actually. I seen the vision. You see the vision, QB. Yeah. I see the vision. Yeah. Sometimes he throws some bullshit, but I see the vision. I see what you see. I see what you see. That's chemistry right there. That means that you were just a tick off, 2 ticks off. Yeah, Cat just need another year. Listen, year 2 Cat, I'm looking forward to.
But you're looking forward to it because you think there will be a more dominant, more confident, more comfortable, more in control, in charge Cat. You're looking for Captain Cat.
Bro, I'm looking for exactly what you're looking for. I'm looking for Jalen Brunson to be the second best player on the team, but I'm also looking for everybody else to take turns being the best person on the team. I think that's the best way to do it. Like, I think that's the best way to do it. Yeah, like Jalen Brunson, like in that in itself lends yourself to believe like this is the fucking captain, bro. Like, he gonna do it where he gotta do it. Like, Jalen Brunson don't need clout.
On some Jeter shit.
Yeah, like, he don't really need clout, right? Like, A-Rod was A-Rod, nigga. You feel me? Like, that nigga was wilding to the crib. But he's the fucking captain, nigga. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Quality.
Yeah. Jalen Brunson understands if he gets us a chip, no one will care. No one will care. 1, 2, he will be the nigga. It will be him. It'll be
even
him.
if he doesn't get the MVP, even if Cat averaged 40,
it'll be him.
He would still be the man.
Listen, Cat don't even call that nigga by his name. That's all you need to know. He don't even call him by his name. Oh, that's Cap. That's Cap right there. You know, you gotta make sure Cap good. The Cap come back. Yes. Yeah. That's tell me all I need to know. I just need you to be the fucking leader. Like, I don't need you to be the best player. That shit don't matter to me, honestly. I told you that in the beginning of the season. Jalen Brunson is
know I
already
did.
my favorite basketball player. He has
Yeah.
nothing else to prove to me. I know he's him. He knows he's him. You know he's him. And
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
to tell you. You've seen it.
Yeah.
The material is everywhere. The material is everywhere.
There's tape.
It's everywhere.
Brunson is him, and we're going to be great because he's coming back, and we don't have to act like there's a problem with him coming back.
Yeah.
It's just riches. It's just riches. The same riches we were all happy about early in the season. We still got them.
Yes, indeed. All right. It's time for the previews. All right. We got 6 games left in the season. We're going to run through them. All right. We got Hawks, Knicks. That starts in 15 minutes. This should be a good time. Maybe Jalen Brunson is back. I've heard nothing. Nope. No, he's not playing today. I don't see anything. I've got no alert that he's playing. None.
He's not on the parlay yet or nothing? Okay.
I've got no alert that he's playing. Campaign. Nope. Wait. Oh, nah, they got him as day-to-day, but he's not playing. I don't see him on here.
Who, Campaign?
Oh, nah, he's not playing. They started DeLon right. He's not playing.
Okay.
Yeah, he played tomorrow.
Well, that's peace.
That's
I'll
fine.
take it.
I'm here for it. Yeah. So another Rayford Bowl. Love when we play Rayford. Fighting for his play in life, per usual.
Oh boy.
What say you?
Oh boy. Fighting for his play in life, you say?
Yeah, you know how Rayford give it up.
Yo. Yeah.
It feels like an L, right?
I'm sad. Rayford Bowl. No. Yo, understand, this ain't the shit that I want to happen or that should happen. I'm trying to predict the future here. If you tell me Trae Young,
with some implications on the line.
You see what I'm saying?
No Deuce. It's the line right starting. We still stay starting out.
No Deuce, no Brunson. Campaign, you said day to day?
Yeah.
Like, dog.
Campaign not playing.
Stop playing with my boy Trae.
It's the line. Yeah, he gonna fry us up. He might fry us up. He might fry us up. Mikhail will be on him. But if it's no, he'll put the line on him. I think he'll put the line on him actually.
That's fine, DeLon. Come and learn something today. Come and get some
I actually prefer him to put the line on him. I'm trying to save the good Bridges defense for 2 weeks from now.
Hey, how about I don't care too much about this loss if it happens. How about I need a few outliers to make it into the playoffs that I know are tricky outs. How about I need a few tricky outs in here so that Boston and Cavs have to deal with something they weren't quite expecting to happen to them. I'm just saying, I'm totally down with Cleveland versus Atlanta and Celtics versus Magic.
Yes.
My fingers are crossed for Celtics versus Magic, okay? So understand, things are going to be a little different here now. If us losing today means Atlanta makes it in somehow and they get to go upset one of those two.
You said you need the Magic in that 7th seed. I need the Magic in that 7th seed. Nah, seriously, you doing the knowledge for real because I thought about that shit the other day too. I was like, yeah, I think I kind of need them in the
like don't play with me, dog. So yeah, for the sake of our actual future, I'm going for the Atlanta Hawks.
Lovely.
I think they're going to. There's no point guard there to stop Trae, and I think that makes the game just weird because when you put your best on him, he still puts on a show.
Yeah,
and he got something to play for, and we did well the last 2 weeks, so we're due a rickety loss.
Yeah, we do a stinky one. Right?
Is Mitch playing? Is Mitch starting? Is Mitch playing today?
No, Cat's playing.
And Mitch not playing either? Come on, man. This is a loss we can take.
They gonna play Mitch tomorrow. Hold up, wait. Let me check the line real quick. You see my man Mitch Rob playing.
Because Mitch don't do the back-to-back. So if he's not doing the back-to-backs, it's a good
chance.
They
not playing Mitch today. They playing Mitch tomorrow.
Thibs know what it is. Thibs know what it is. He's like, yeah.
No, I ain't gonna
Atlanta.
lie. After he saved him, after he played him for the Sixers and then saved him for the Cavs, I think he's done doing that shit. That actually blew my minds a little. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Even though we got the best Mitch game of the season, 14-14, but I was like, damn, we could have used him against these two big motherfuckers.
He's like, I gotta save you.
I'm here for it.
He saved the argument that Jalen, that Mitchell Robinson will be the difference maker in the game.
Yes.
Versus Jared, and not playing Mitch when there's no Brunson sets us up to still have that argument in Tuck.
Hey, Mitch Brunson back tomorrow, man. That's how I'm feeling.
Okay,
that's
then.
how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. Let's talk about it if it happens
Yeah.
tomorrow. Nah, guess the Suns.
Phoenix.
Yes, I like
There
that.
you go.
Smart. It's smart.
Practice against a real team.
Yes, indeed. All right, speaking of Phoenix, how we feeling about Phoenix?
We win.
We win Phoenix?
Stop playing with me. Don't play in my face.
Also fighting for their playing lives.
Don't affect us in the slightest though. See, if
That's a West
Trae
Coast-
Young makes it in there, that's helpful to us. That's
strategic.
helpful.
That's a strategic way to do business.
If he makes the play in and makes it out of the play in, yeah. He's only going to be a 7 or 8 seed.
Yeah.
We're only going to be a 3 or 4 seed. Like, yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Cavs Hawks either round one.
That's what I'm saying. Trae versus Spider.
Yeah, I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing like I don't want the Bulls. I don't want the Bulls against the Hawks. I mean against
Get
the
them
Cavs.
out of here.
Nah. I need them niggas first of all to get on a plane. Like I don't need you driving to Chicago, motherfucker. Like I don't need you. It was a little 30-minute flight to Chicago, but I need you to get some.
Right, we on the bus.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah,
A bus with horns on it.
I like
the
the
Bulls are in town. Like, no. Stop playing with me.
All right, cool. All right, so we beat the Suns. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on. All right, this is a good one.
Here we go.
Knicks Celtics. On Tuesday, as we said, important. For what?
Important.
Though? Like how important?
The most important.
The most important?
The most important. I want to see what I saw last year happen the same exact way. I want us to be fully loaded, fully healthy, fully ready.
Yep.
I want to see OG on Tatum from the jump. I want to see us up 20 points by the third quarter, and I want to see them rest their starters because there's no need to continue playing them and everybody.
I would actually love a repeat of what last year this game was
exactly what happened last year.
just to give them a little. Won't they? That's the type of see. We on the same time because this is the type of disillusion I'm trying to cause for the Celtics and the Cavs, right? Like yeah, you beat us 6 out of 8 times, right? But what happens if we run through y'all niggas this week, right? Like
right this time. We got our center. We got all our pieces back.
Like that's the worst.
Minutes.
That's the worst, right? Because we playing with house money, right? Like we've already known, hey dog, we've lost 6 times, you know? Yeah. Like we just gonna have to go fight. We just gonna have to go beat them. If we could put a little bit of doubt, you know, a little bit of discernment in the atmosphere. You know, in the form of a blowout too. Like in the form of like, yo, the office looks crazy for 20 minutes. Hey.
Yeah, don't let it be close in the third quarter and then they bench their starters. And then we're just
I actually want it to look ugly early.
Yeah.
Give me like a 25-point lead going to half. I
want everyone else to be like it meant more to the Knicks than
that's actually exactly what I want the narrative to be. Yeah, the Knicks was trying to send a message. Maybe it was a little too late. Maybe That's exactly the narrative I want. I want I want the little too late narrative. All right, cool.
So now I'm over here stupid excited about Orlando and Atlanta.
Come on, dogs. Come on, South.
The 3 teams we're potentially playing, Indiana, Detroit, Milwaukee. I don't care.
Yes, indeed. All right, so fourth game is Knicks Pistons.
I don't want the Pistons.
I don't love the Pistons matchup at this point.
We need to win this game. Dog.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Dog.
I don't love it because Cade is now really good. Like he went from being kind of good to really good, and he's tall And I don't think
Yeah.
that's a great matchup for somebody who is not tall.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
and he's good. Like I want to emphasize the fact that he's good gives me
I never
cause
wanted
for
to play the Bucks more in my life.
Yeah, I'm actually pulling for it. I won't lie to you. I'm pulling for it a little bit. Like the
Yeah.
Pistons, like I think we will. Like I know we'll beat the Pistons. I just know that's going 6 or 7, guaranteed. Like it,
Right.
like guaranteed.
Right.
You know, I don't care if they're young.
Right.
Like there's too much Knicks stuff in that mix. Like we gonna do a fuck you game. You know, we throw away a playoff game every
the
round.
Pistons feel like the Knicks-ish shit can happen to where
Yes.
they're just like, where they can like 4-1 you. And you'd be like, oh no. And
The
then you're just like,
Yeah, I don't
your
got no time for
heart
that.
is destroyed.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't got no time for that. And then we got to
Yeah,
change.
exactly.
Then we got to change the whole team in the offseason. Nah, I don't got no time to be playing the Pistons.
Yeah, exactly.
Go bring me the Bucks. Like I don't got time for first round exit conversations. That's really what
I'm down for fake clout for beating the Bucks without no Damian Lillard this year.
Yeah.
I'm down for.
I'll take that as a round
credit.
One. Listen,
I'll take that as round one. Thank you.
earned our stripes
Earned
last
that.
year. Thank you. We
Thank
learned that, dog. When 4 teams was ducking,
Yeah.
bum ass Joel Embiid. It was us who did not duck. So if there's
I feel
anybody
like we still earned that.
if anybody deserves a reprieve from some young spiry team, it's us. Like I don't got no time to be dealing with them.
And besides, Indiana versus Detroit sound like a better matchup to watch anyway.
Yeah,
It just does.
and I would enjoy.
Tyrese is another tall guard. See him and K go through it for a couple of games. I feel like that is the way it should be.
Light skin on light skin crime. I'm here. I support it.
Okay now,
support it.
now, brother.
I support it.
My
Sorry.
brother, please. I didn't feel supportive over here, my brother. Okay, let's
Let's go. Let's get crime.
Oh God, here we go again. The colorism gotta end.
All right, second penultimate game. Penultimate game of the season. We got Knicks Cavs in our last matchup of the season with the fucking Cavs.
You gotta watch it you gotta watch this live to catch that joke. Knicks Cavs. Yo, who 6 games, I counted it on the schedule, 9 days.
Yeah.
6 games and 9 days. And these are the matchups they're giving us. They want us to walk into the playoffs with a shitty record. They want to hurt our feelings going into this.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't they even? Why wouldn't they?
Tragic.
Why wouldn't they?
I'm gonna call it a win because Cleveland has to rest their players.
They have to
because there's no gain for them. They got first. There's no gain for them. So let's just call it a day.
Yes, indeed. All right, and let's wrap it up with Knicks,
Brooklyn,
and New Jersey.
We are going to bully them because Thibs is not going to give us a break just because it's the Brooklyn Nets and all the spots are already locked up. So expect this to be a blowout by like 40 points.
Hey, Mikal Bridges just got to play 24 minutes, dog. Just got to play 24 minutes and get ready for the playoffs.
He owes some 40-point games.
He owes me 2.
So,
he owes me 2.
Yeah,
I'll give him some reprieve. I'll give him some reprieve because, hey, dog, I just want 35, 37, 33. Streets hate on him.
You got 1 minute to book it. 40-point game today for Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Tomorrow when he goes back to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Never mind, I take it back. Tomorrow when he goes back to Phoenix.
I'll take either.
Yeah. He'll get it tomorrow. He'll get it against Brooklyn. And then that's it.
And then we'll get our 3. I'm fine with that. We'll get our 3 in.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
Clicks.
Let's do it.
LOL Knicks.
Time for Knicks for clicks. LOL Knicks, man. The segment with Knicks.
My bad. I saw the clock and realized how close we were to tip off. Pause. I'm like, oh man.
All right. Let's spend about let's spend about 2 or 3 minutes talking about this KD discourse that we've been hearing. So as y'all know, KD to the Knicks is once again a thing. So we got a couple things here. All right. So this one is from Knicks Union. He says, trading Cat for a 37-year-old KD will end me. I fucking agree. I agree. Yeah. I can't do it. Yeah. I can't do a 37-year-old Kevin Durant that's only won 1 playoff series since leaving Golden State. I just can't.
Yo, That's such a nasty stat. That
I
was
got
so
one.
long ago.
I got one right here. The Knicks should look into KD this summer. I don't think it'll look at the trade. Look at the trade. I don't think he's. This is the type of shit that you was that would have got you in some shit talking this
Yeah.
fucking
I
Brunson
saw
trade.
this one.
This fucking Brunson trade. Next, look at
I
the
s- Nah, this was this was worse, son. I saw this. I was this is
cap
if
filler,
you,
OG, and Mitch. Cap filler, OG, Leonard, and Mitchell Robinson. Yes, it's a risk, but it'll give you a 2 to 3 year window, and KD Brunson Town will be formidable. Sacrifice the
No,
defense
it
for
wouldn't.
offense. It wouldn't.
No,
at
it
all.
wouldn't.
It would literally.
Not even in the slightest. Okay, let's break down why this sucks. One,
Also, before you go, I just want to
uh-huh.
remind the streets what KD did tell us about coming to New York.
Oh
He
shit,
also
yeah.
said he didn't want to be the savior of the Knicks or New York. He didn't care about being the king of New York, which is a crazy statement. What a statement. What a fucking statement.
I'm glad you throw that in there also. I'm gonna throw that in the mix of why he's a clown. All right, cool.
Give it to us.
So you didn't want to be the king of New York or the Knicks. Yo, dog, you played for Brooklyn. That shit is in New York, son. Don't talk about us that way. don't snake. All right, that's one. 2, 37. Pack it up.
It's
3,
too
OG
old, bro.
and Mitch. All right, so we're trading a defensive god and a defensive god from 2 different positions for 37-year-old KD.
Yes.
Give me strength. 4, 1 playoff win since the worst move in basketball history.
Just one.
Okay. Worst move by a player and not by a Nico. Okay, not by a Nico. Okay. A 5. So a team that already lacks depth is going to do another multiple players for one guy, increasing the depth issue we already have.
Yes.
6. Again, dog. Again. No. The first again was when he was choosing to go to Golden State or not. He went to Golden State. The second again was when he went to Brooklyn. The third again was when he went to Phoenix.
Yep.
We're doing this shit again.
Again. And again. And again and again. And again and again.
Never again. Never again. This is
Disgusting.
So yeah. That was the most ridiculous, and you know what it was? This is a Knicks for clicks. You feel me?
Yes.
They had to draw something from deep within to get clicks from us because it was game 60, game 58, game 64, a lot of basketball, game 70, a lot of basketball.
We're being engagement farmed. It's disgusting.
Yes. Yeah. It's like engagement fishing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. They just threw it out there and see what they could catch. Nope. Not getting us. Nobody. I ignored all things KD except for the fact that anyone thinking that OG and Mitchell Robinson and cap filler, which you got to put a name on that bullet.
Yeah.
Is cap filler Shamit? Is it Campaign? Is it Achua? Is it Shamit, Campaign, and Achua? What is this cap you talking about?
This is literally what the Suns did to give up KD. To get to KD.
Yeah.
They sold everything.
Everything. And then they lasted their scraps. Go get Bill. Yo, just some. KD's been part of some of the worst moves in the NBA. I don't know why. Even when it was a successful move, it was an unsuccessful move because I don't respect it. Because I would never feel a good way about the KD Warriors. I will never. You can't tell me anything. You can't tell me nothing.
And KD had his chance, bro. Like I just want to continue to iterate that. Why do we keep trying to get this nigga? And he had his chance. He was available. He could have came and been him, and he chose not to be him. He said it himself. He said, "I do not want to be him."
Son, go to OKC.
Man,
There's only one place. There's only two places he
go
can
play somewhere
go that
else.
I would
Go
be
back.
happy for him.
Go to the Wizards.
Go to OKC or go to the Wizards.
Go to
Thank
the
you. See,
Wizards,
there's only two places. OKC or Wizards. Go to one of them. Call it home. Call it home. Go
and go hoop,
home.
bro. Like,
Go home.
nobody got time to be
Just
dealing
go
with
home.
this KD shit,
KD, get out of New York. Go home.
Nobody got time to be dealing with this KD shit, bro.
Get out of Phoenix. Go home.
Yeah, like
pick one.
I don't even know what you in Phoenix in the first place for, nigga. Like,
because he thought he's gonna be able to front run again. Let's not do this again with this guy. Yo, let's not do this again with you. Yo, get KD out of here. Get
please,
KD out of here.
I beg. All right, let's wrap it up, man. The game is on. Thank you guys once again for tuning in to the Knicks and 6 pod. Make sure you follow us everywhere at Knicks in #6 IX pod.
Mm-hmm.
You can follow the network everywhere at Smooth Family ENT. You can follow me everywhere at Frostmine Guru, and Sean will find you. Thank you everyone for tuning in. DeLon Wright has 5 quick points, by the way.
Hey,
I'm looking at the box.
Talk about Moolah. Oh, happy birthday, Moolah. We in the building.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. We will see.
It's time to watch the Knicks.